Miss Jane and Miss Lolo both own a local restaurant. Miss Jane with a teenage daughter and Miss Lolo a teenage son. Both restaurants are facing each other. They envy themselves, always talking about who cooks the best food. One day, Miss Lolo came out of her restaurant, folding her hands, counting with her eyes how many customers going in and out of Miss Jane's restaurant with an angry face. That wasn't enough. She paid someone to go and eat her food and act like he found cockroach inside the food, which the person did, and it caused problem to people eating her food. The person returned back telling Miss Lolo how scared Miss Jane looked when he complained about cockroach inside his food. Miss Lolo, how did it go? Stranger laughed. If you see the look on that woman's face, she almost cried. Miss Lolo, I trust you. I know what you're capable of. Stranger, but I will not lie, her food was nice. I almost finished it before I remembered my mission. Miss Lolo, please shut up. What do you know? What do you know about food? When you're served rubbish, you eat and you say it's food. While the conversation was going on, Miss Jane's daughter returned from a supermarket, heard two people talking about her mother. She sneaks closer and found Miss Lolo and a stranger talking as she handed over money to him with a smile on her face. Jane's daughter, oh, so this woman did that to my mother's food. Okay. She returned to her mother's restaurant and told her mother what she heard. Jane's daughter, Mom, what will you do about this? Miss Jane. She smiled. Don't worry, my daughter. I know what to do. Miss Jane sat inside her restaurant, thinking of what to do next, while Miss Lolo was laughing with her son about Jane's case. But that did not stop Jane customers from coming to eat in her restaurant. Jane finally thought about what to do with Miss Lolo. Miss Jane, this woman thinks she can spoil my customer's mind and go free. Let's see how you escape this. Miss Lolo in her restaurant cooking with her son, then asked her son to get salt in a close-by supermarket. And Miss Lolo left the food she was cooking to attend to a phone. A stranger that was sitting inside eating food in a restaurant that Miss Jane sent got closer to the pot and poured an entire 1 kilogram of salt into the boiling stew. While customers were seated and served, everyone started complaining. This food is too salty, one shouted. Customers got angry and left after testing. Jane and her daughter came out of their restaurant smiling, while Miss Lolo and her son were arguing about what happened. Miss Lolo's son, Mommy, look at Miss Jane and her daughter, laughing. What do you think? And how did they know something happened? They did that to us. Okay. Miss Lola and her son approached Miss Jane and daughter and started exchanging words. Miss Lolo, you this wicked woman. You did that to me and my customers. Miss Jane, and what did you do to me and my customers? You think I don't know that you sent someone to put cockroach inside my food? Miss Lola, but it was only a plate and not a full pot of stew. Miss Jane, oh, really? Miss Lolo, at least a plate of one customer's food was okay. You don't have sense. I lost money that day. Miss Jane, oh, and what did I lose? Paper. They kept on shouting at each other, exchanging words. People came out staring at them. A few weeks later, Miss Lolo and her son were seated at their living room, watching TV when they saw a news about the food competition. The grand prize was 5 million. Why Miss Jane's daughter running to meet her mother? Miss Jane's daughter, Mommy. Miss Jane, what happened? Who's chasing you? Miss Jane's daughter, nobody. Miss Jane, you got me scared. Miss Jane's daughter, Mommy, I saw a news about food competition and the grand prize is 5 million. Miss Jane, what? Are you sure? Miss Jane's daughter, yes, I'm sure. Both women registered for food competition. A few weeks later, they got a message that they have been selected. Both women were so happy in their various home, jubilating. 2 days later, they were at the event center at an open field. It was a day event. People were invited to judge. Miss Lolo, this woman, what is she doing here? How did she know about this? Miss Jane, so this wicked woman has no shame following me around. But wait, how did she know about this competition? Miss Lolo, my eyes are on you. Miss Jane, see who is talking. 10 contestants were selected. The first food was served and both women qualified for semi-final. Miss Lolo narrowed her eyes. How did this woman make it this far? Miss Jane smirked. I should be asking you the same thing. To their shock, both made it to the final round. They had 1 hour to cook the best local food. At this point, their children stepped in to help their mothers. The tension was thick as smoke curled from the pot and the aroma of the spices filling the air. When time was up, the judges took their first bite. A long silence followed. Then, a judge stood up. Miss Lolo, I will show this woman class when I take this money home. I will leave that street for her and move to a better and bigger place. Miss Jane, I will not say a word till I take this money home. Then a judge stood up. The winner of this competition is Miss Jane. Miss Jane jumped, dancing with her daughter. Both were so happy. Miss Lolo, with tears in her eyes, her head bowed in defeat. The judge cleared his throat. For the first time in history, we have another winner, Miss Lolo. Both food were outstanding. Miss Lolo fell on her knees so happy. The check was presented to the 2 women. They were so happy. Friends came to celebrate them. Miss Jane, I'm happy we both won. Miss Lolo, I'm happy too. They hugged themselves. Their kids were friends and they both tried their food. Miss Jane, Lolo, you cooked this food. Miss Lolo, yes, I did. Miss Jane, this is good. A few weeks later, they opened a bigger restaurant in different parts of the town. The business flourished and surprisingly, they remained friends.